at y'all with another live, man. Excuse me, glad y'all could be in, man. Joining me on such short notice. Special live tonight instead of tomorrow, man. My daughter got to do this, man. Daughter's got things going on with extra activities, so I got to handle that, man. But hey, glad that y'all here, man, on such short notice, man. To, be here for your boy live this week, man. Obviously a lot of things going on, man. As far as my teams, man. The Eagles, man. Do we go after Jamal Adams? Do we not? Clearly he's still out there. Clearly he's still, a guy that is heavily coveted. So we're gonna see what's up with that. As far as the Heat, the schedule is released. You know, man, a lot of guys, man, a lot of some fairly difficult but not too difficult schedule. Braves, baseball is officially coming back, man. Braves, majority of the games are going to be NL East games, which to me is the toughest division in all of baseball. And then just the NFL as a whole, man. The big news last night. I wanted to do a video about it last night, but sorry, y'all, I was a little under the weather. Cam Newton signs with the Patriots, man. like, that's something I seen a long time ago. I thought was possible, but obviously as things kept going on, I'm like, nah, they gonna probably really roll with Stidham. Belichick crazy, but they signed him, man, to really a kind of a cheap deal, man. But honestly, I think it's a good move for him. I think it's a good move for the Patriots. We're gonna see how that roll. His biggest thing is staying healthy. They still got the defense over there. They still got Edelman, James White. Don't know quite who their tight end is, but that's a good move for them. NBA as a whole, man. You got a guy like Avery Bradley decided he's not going to participate in Orlando, but he did. They did get J.R. Smith today, man. As long as he know what the score is, I think he could be okay. Like I said, Major League Baseball getting started, man. As far as college, man, a lot of things going on, man. Mississippi decided to change the state flag. Shout out to them for that. And as far as LSU going, man, a kind of a surprising move, man. Marcel Brooks decided to transfer to enter the transfer portal, man. I got my thoughts on that, man. If y'all want to ask me about that, but overall, man, glad y'all could be here with y'all boy again, man. What's up, Mr. MVPs? Appreciate you tuning in. Go Tigers. That's right, man. Go Tigers, yo. Look, can't wait for some college football, man. What's up, Stunt for President, too? Appreciate you tuning in. Cam. Hey, that's a good pickup for the Patriots, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I ain't the hugest Patriots fan, but that's a solid pickup, man. I think Cam will be more. If he stay healthy, they got a real shot to win that division. Now, granted, they need other guys like N'Keal Harry and those young receivers, Myers and all them to step up. They need one of these tight ends to step up, but I think they're still good defensively, and obviously Bill Belichick's still one of the greatest coaches. What's up, Patrell Benjamin, my boy? Hey, greatly appreciate you tuning in, my brother. That camera looking good. Hey, thanks to you, bro. Hey, shout out to Patrell Benjamin, man. He hooked me up with this new camera, so y'all ain't got to see me jumping and skipping all over the place, man. Shout out to you, bro. Oh man, what's good, Jan 716, my bro? What's going on, man? What's going on, Mr. Dugai? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. What's up, Crimson Brave 2020? Appreciate you tuning in. Braves baseball is back. Yes, man. Chop on, chop on, chop on. I was thinking, assuming that, they don't decide to renege everything they're gonna do with this virus and people don't catch it, in the league or whatever, and it slows down a little bit. Think about this, man. As much as we suffered the last couple of months, as far as, obviously I know there's bigger and more serious issues going on than sports, but as far as sports, we've suffered as sports fans, the last couple of months, yo. All we had was what the NBA, the NFL draft, free agency, and stuff like that. The schedule release. But think about this, yo. Assuming the NFL and college football starts on time, you're gonna have the NFL, college football, the NBA playoffs, and Major League Baseball, crunch time Major League Baseball, all going on pretty much at the same time. like That is like that's something where you just grab a cold one, sit down in front of the TV, and enjoy yourself, yo. What's up, Lenny D, my brother? Appreciate you tuning in, yo. What's up, Mr. Dugan? Hey, appreciate you being in another live, bro. Keep doing your thing as well, man. What's on with Marcel Brooks? Man, that was a shocker, man. I'm not gonna lie, though. I was surprised to see that. A couple of thoughts I have on that is I think part of it is a system fit because last year we used them as a 3-4 rush in. I think the first game we tried him at that was the Florida game. And he had some success, but he's more of a smaller guy. So with Bo Pelini now, we going from a 3-4 to a 4-3. So it's kind of like, okay, where does he play? He's too small. I mean, he kind of was too small really to be a 3-4 outside linebacker rushing in. He's definitely too small to be a 4-3 rushing linebacker. I mean, defensive end. I don't know if he's quite a linebacker, a pure linebacker. And I think obviously at safety, I think we pretty set. We got, Maurice, you got Maurice Hampton, Jacoby Stevens, you got Todd Harris coming back off of injury. So it's kind of like where does he play? With the scheme fit. Him and Tyler Shelvin were two players on the defensive side of the ball that I was a little concerned about when we decided to go to Bo Pelini and switch to the 4-3 because Tyler Shelvin is more of a zero technique nose tackle. Like now he gonna have to play, a three, probably a three or a five, like a three technique, D tackle. Is he mobile and have enough agility, to do that? And like I said with Marcel Brooks, he's kind of a tweener. So I think with him is more so going somewhere where he fit. Honestly, I think if I had to bet money, I think he's gonna end up with Dave Aranda at Baylor, because obviously he's familiar in that defense. He's gonna take a year off. I think he's gonna end up there just off of my pure gut. Go there. He's gonna take a year, obviously by transferring. I think he's gonna try to bulk up as much as he can, and I think he's gonna try to turn himself into a 3-4 rush in. I hate to see him go, man. He was a pretty good player, yo. What's up, Mary Martell, my friend? Greatly appreciate you tuning in, yo. Hey, dude, guy, I'm roll tide for your elephant. Hey, you know what? Let me say this too, man. Shout out. I don't do this much often because like, I know I ain't said this in a long time, but to you Alabama fans, when it come to your program, I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. I'm glad that LSU is the national champs and not y'all. But with that being said, what a powerful video by Nick Saban and those young men. I absolutely loved it, and I admire Alabama for doing that. I understand, which you had to expect that. A lot of people, had issues with it, of course. That's a subject for another day. But shout out to Alabama, Nick Saban, and those guys for putting out. I watched the whole thing. It was a very, very powerful, movable video. And shout out to Nick Saban. Shout out to those players for understanding what's going on and speaking up, man. Much love to them for that, yo. But not in football. What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Hey, Mr. Duga, just checking in. I think with the addition of Cam, the Patriots are now the best team in their division. Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. The division will be a lot tougher than it's been in the past. I think the Bills have a really good roster. I think the Miami Dolphins have improved a lot more than people realize. The Jets, I don't really think they're going to. I think they'll be like the worst team in that division, especially if they do move on from Jamal Adams. But I tell you what, like, they still have Stephon Gilmore. They still have, Bill Belichick over there basically calling the shots defensively. They still have Devin McCarty. They still, James White, Julian Edelman. They still are the New England Patriots. Like, so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, but if Cam is healthy, they definitely have a shot. Especially with that defense that they have over there. And Cam's ability, if he's healthy, to make plays that's off of script. So I wouldn't I would give them a tiny edge. Um, I would give them a tiny edge over Buffalo. But I think it's tight. I think all three of those teams are right there. I think, New England, Buffalo, and Miami are really bunched together. And that's for the first time in a long time, is actually going to be a competitive division. What's up, young Noel? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Yo, Eagles fit to get stumped by us Saints. I'm sorry. Man, you really trying to speak that into existence, man. Hey, we gonna see. Now, Saints got a nice roster, got a nice team, but you in Philly, it's December. Assuming our players don't continue to drop like flies or get snuck in the club, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we got a really good team. And I feel like Carson Wentz is primed with the addition of the speed that he has on this offense, has a real chance to really go out there and do some things. Darius Slay is a very good addition. At least we have somebody, that's competent enough to at least line up against Michael Thomas. Unlike that playoff game a couple of years ago, when we throwing rookies, like third, fourth round rookies, and people I never heard of lining up against them. The pass rush should be good. Like I said, we at home, it's cold, and we owe y'all whipping. So I like us that week, but we'll see. Do you think Tyreek Hill is a top 5 wide receiver? I said I don't think he is. I said he top 10 though. My top receivers in no particular order. Obviously for me, you got to throw Julio out there, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas. Man, Beckham has the talent, obviously, but he ain't been having the production lately. But he obviously is a top 5 talent beyond measures. Um, Man, after that, I think those are the top guys. But you know what? I may agree with you around top 10. Because like I said, I think Julio, Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins are like tier one. I'm trying to make sure I ain't forgetting nobody. Just going off the top of my head. But then, you got guys like, Devontae Adams. Um, Adam Thielen is a solid receiver. Um, you know, Keenan Allen. You got guys coming up. Devontae Parker had a strong finish to last season. He looked like he's primed for a nice season. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. There's a lot of, really good wide receivers out there, yo. I would say, yeah, I would give him top 10. I'm probably not top 5-ish, but I'll definitely go top 10 for him. People are sleeping on Bama's defense this year. Yeah, our defense kind of sucked last year, but all those talented freshmen are all coming back. Plus Surtain, Moses, McMillan, et cetera, et cetera. I'll say this. I do think y'all defense will be better this season. With the addition of Dylan Moses, just in general. I mean, Bama has always been known for having that stud first round caliber linebacker in the middle of the defense. When you think back, even pre-Saban, D'Amico Ryans, Rolando McClain, CJ Mosley, who else they had out there? It's so many. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Dylan Moses, Reuben Foster. It was so many of them, and they missed that last year. And you had guys like, the pass rush to me kind of underachieved. They used to getting much more pressure on the quarterback than they've given last year. I mean, I think about the LSU game 2 years ago, how Quentin Williams was just absolutely unblockable. How in the past, Jonathan Allen was absolutely unblockable. And, they didn't get that last year. Roquan Davis didn't provide that. What's his name? Man? Terrell something. Man. I can't think of his name. But he was supposed to provide that. So this year, Surtain coming back, I do think they'll be better defensively. Now, like one of the premier defensive Alabama teams, I won't go there. I will say I do think Charlie Strong is defensive coordinator in waiting. I think Saban is giving this guy, whoever the D coordinator is now. I don't even know who your D coordinator is now. Whoever he is, I think Saban got him on a short leash. And as soon as he screws up or the defense ain't improving, he gonna put Charlie Strong in that role. So I agree. I think they'll be better. Don't mean they're gonna beat LSU though. Let's see. Let's see. Despite Brady leaving, I don't think the Pats are falling as long as Bill is there. Yeah, man, Bill is amazing, yo. And when you think about like the year when Brady tore his ACL and Matt Castle went out there, and though they didn't make the playoffs because of a bunch of weird tiebreaker scenarios, they went 11-5. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Brady was suspended for 4 games, and they had Jimmy G start, and then Jacoby Brissett had to go out there a little bit. They went what? They went 3-1. So Bill is not a guy that is kind of like Sean Payton. I'm gonna say this: Sean Payton did a good job last year when Breeze was out. Honestly, I was one of those people that thought, man, the Saints gonna fall apart. They're gonna go probably they'll be lucky to go 3-3 without Breeze. And they ran the table with Teddy Bridgewater. And it's not because Teddy Bridgewater went out there and did what he did. It's because the coaching staff understood the strengths and weaknesses of the quarterback and the personnel they had, and they used a balanced, simple offense, and they relied on solid defense. So, coaches like that, same thing with our coach Dougie P. Carson Wentz goes down, was the MVP of the league, despite what anybody say. He gets a Nick Foles out there, cold off the street. Like he comes up with the RPO offense for Nick Foles. He comes up with something that Nick Foles is comfortable with, and he goes on and wins the Super Bowl. And so these really good coaches, man, they do adapt to situations. So it's gonna be very interesting, to see how he do, this year without Brady, especially now he got Cam. Let's see, enroll Tide. Hey, I got you. Go Tigers. Let's see. From Louisiana, support my guy. Hey, much love, man. Much love, yo. What's up, Savage Tiger FFB fan? Appreciate you tuning in. LSU 2019 is the best team in football history. It ain't even close. Man, I tell you what, man. I go back and watch a live film, man, just to pick up on things that I might have never noticed before when I was watching the game or whatever. And man, we were loaded. Like LSU was loaded, yo. I mean, when you think about offensively, man, had a really good offensive line, arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks that season history. A dominant wide receiving core, a great running back, a solid tight end. And I know at times the defense, didn't play up to their capability, but you had stars all over the defense. Clevion Chainsaw is a first-round draft pick. Derek Stingley Jr., he's going to be the number one corner taken when it's his time to go to the league. Lord forbid any issues. You know what I'm saying? Jacoby Stevens with a really good year, has a chance to be a high draft pick after this season. Patrick Queen was a first-round draft pick. I mean, Grant Delpit should have been a first-round draft pick if he was healthy. So it's like that team was loaded, man. I'm telling you, that team was loaded. I'm gonna tell you what, out of just in my lifetime, like I can't go back to the 50s, 60s, and all that, or even the 80s. Just for me in the 90s, those Nebraska teams were pretty good, but I don't know if they were quite as talented as this LSU team. The only team I'll put them up with, in my opinion, is that 2001 Miami Hurricanes team. That team was loaded. Like that team was absolutely loaded, man. It would be fascinating to see them go up against each other, man. Now, granted, we know a lot of those guys are Hall of Famers. LSU, we got to see how these players do in the NFL. If they'll be Hall of Famers or not. But I tell you what, that's the only team that if I put one team ahead of them, that's the one team I would put ahead of them if I would put a team ahead of them. But man, that was a fun season, and man, we were dominant just in every which way you could think of. Mr. Dugai at the wide receiver position, who you got making the roster? It's a lot of scenarios where Ward might not make it, but I want Watkins to make it over Hightower. You know what's funny? I 100% agree with you about Watkins over Hightower. I know Hightower was the higher draft pick, but man, I really like Quez Watkins, man. Like I watched him, and I just love the way he runs. I love his body type. I love the fact that not only he has like 4.3 speed, he has decent height, and he goes up there and high points the football. Like he has the makings with the right coaching and just being motivated to be a really good wide receiver. Not to say Hightower can't, but I agree with you. Ward is the wild card. Ward is the wild card because though we all love his story, we love him. We love what he did against the Redskins, catching that game winner. We love his story being a college quarterback, cut a bunch of times, and was not only on the roster late in the playoffs, but actually contributing. Probably was our best, most consistent wide receiver, down the stretch of the season. But it's tough because he's probably out of all of these receivers, he may be out of the ones that we assume got a real shot to make the team. He may be the least talented. But, who else really is going to play the slot, though? Will they try? Can Hightower play? Obviously, Deshaun is an outside guy. Alshon is an outside guy. Ortega Whiteside is an outside guy. I think Quez Watkins, is an outside guy in my opinion. Unless they try to put one of those guys in the slot. Marquise Goodwin is an outside guy. So who else is going to play the slot? Obviously, Aguilar isn't there anymore. So, man, I think. And what's weird about this, man, I don't know if any of these guys play special teams neither. Like, they are all like go out there and make plays at receiver, and that's it. It's just not like Mike, Mike Evans. I mean, not Mike Evans. Lord, Mike Evans. Mac Hollins. I don't know why I thought of Mike Evans. Mac Hollins. Back in the day, a guy like Brad Smith. Those type of guys that play that wide receivers that make the team, but are particularly special teams guys. Um, Man, that's a tough one. Obviously, Alshon is going to be there. I don't think they get rid of Ortega Whiteside, though. I don't like I've said over and over again. I don't think he's any good. I think he's gonna be he's gonna be a bust when it's said and done. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just how my gut tells me. So they keeping him. Obviously, they're not getting rid of Deshaun. Um, now it boils down to Marquise Goodwin. Is he healthy? Obviously, if he's healthy, he could contribute with his speed. But really and truly, if Deshaun is truly healthy, do we really need Marquise Goodwin? And then, of course, we can't forget. I almost forgot our first round pick, Jalen Rager. Almost forgot about our first round pick. Maybe he could play. Well, nah, he looks more like an outside guy. Also, I was gonna say unless they line him up in the slot. Man, I'm gonna say this: we got a lot of receivers to pick from. If it was me, I say we keep six. Um, well, I'm not gonna say me because if it was me, Alshon would be gone. Then like we said, that's not gonna happen. Like clearly, and Ortega Whiteside would be gone. But Alshon, Ortega Whiteside, Deshaun, Jalen Rager. Whew, man, I say Greg Ward and I say Hightower. Or I say Hightower. And I think we try to keep Quez Watkins on the practice squad. I think we keep six receivers. You see Djax working out with Hurts. I didn't see that, believe it or not. I seen that he was working out. I didn't know it was with Hurts though. Hey, shout out to them. Like, good job, man. Glad to see at least Hurts going out there and keeping himself ready, man. And Djax, man. It's all man, just don't pull anything out there, man. Like, I know it sounds bad as an Eagle fan, man, but just please don't pull anything out there, man. Stay healthy, man. Do got scared of the Saints. Man, not at all, man. Like, I'm serious. I really think we beat y'all this year, man. Like, the fact that the game in Philly is in December and we owe y'all one, like we owe y'all one legitimately. I think we take y'all to the not gonna say the woodshed, but I think we really beat y'all this year. I'm very confident college football will start on time no matter what. The question is just what will happen after week one. Good question. I've seen a couple of articles that they were saying, at Death Valley for LSU, they may let fans come in, but to wear masks and stuff like that. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like my gut, I agree with you as far as my gut tell me we're gonna have a season. I just feel like we're gonna have a season, especially with the fact that baseball and basketball and hockey apparently is all getting back started. I think football is going to start on time. It wouldn't surprise me if they decided to scratch most of the preseason, like they already scratched the Hall of Fame game and the Hall of Fame induction. But we're gonna see. I definitely think it will happen, yo. I was very proud of that video. Yeah, you should, man. That was very powerful, man. Though y'all rivals, man, I give credit where credit due, man. I don't try to shortchange nobody. Regardless, I may make a smart comment, but I don't shortchange nobody, regardless of rival or not. And I thought that was an amazing video. My Bills will be ready this fall. Yeah, they got the best roster in that division. Um, when you think about Josh Allen, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if I'm 100% sold on him yet as a quarterback. He seems a little wild at times, but Stephon Diggs' addition will only help. You still got John Brown, Cole Beasley, and that defense is ferocious. Plus they play over there in that cold weather. So obviously, it's gonna be tough for teams, man. I'm very interested to see that Bills Patriots matchup, this season. I'll never forgive Phil Farmer. He's a snitch. Snitches get stitches. Oh man, I understand. I understand. What's up, Beast Mode? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, I know you happy, man. Your boys got Cam Newton over there, yo. Let me know how you feel about that, yo. Notre Dame is in the ACC in basketball, Big Ten in hockey, and independent in football. That's everything we need to know about those bums. I just learned something. I did not know they was in the Big Ten in hockey. I did not know that. Like, thank you for actually letting me know that in case I get asked that on a trivia question one day. I honestly did not know that, man. That's a good nugget you dropped there. You can't stop Thomas. We got Darius Slade. I mean, let me say this, man. I hate to hit y'all where it hurts. Now, I think Thomas is a very good wide receiver. Not taking nothing from him. But so far, with the exception of, the Minnesota game in 2018, 17, 18, the Minnesota Miracle game, he had a very good second half, two TDs. Obviously, he did really good against us because we had literally nobody back there. I mean, they might as well threw me back there in that secondary. Um, but when he went up against, Aqib Talib in the NFC Championship game, and he went up against Xavier Rose and company against Minnesota last year, he was pretty quiet. Now I understand they may have bracketed him with coverage and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like he was pretty quiet, yo. So when they need him the most, he's kind of not perform up to his capabilities. So I want to see how he do down the stretch this season. If LSU 2019 offense and 2000 and LSU 2011 defense lined up against each other, who has more success? Oh, that's a good one, man. But I'm gonna go LSU offense. Like I'm gonna go LSU offense, man. I mean, Jambalaya Joe was just amazing. Like, I mean, he was amazing. He just knew everything that was coming his way. I know the Honey Badger took a lot of balls away. Eric Reed was great at safety. Mo Claiborne was a lockdown corner. Sam Montgomery rushing the passer, Mingo rushing the passer. That was a great defense, obviously. But man, great as they was, they did, they gave up a lot of points to West Virginia. Like I remember that West Virginia game, Geno Smith, threw for a whole bunch of yards against them. And he ain't had all he had was what Stedman Bailey and Tavon Austin. He ain't had much other weapons like that. With Jambalaya Joe, with Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and Terrence Marshall, Thaddeus Moss, Clyde Edwards-Helaire out the backfield. I feel like this offense would have had more success against that defense. My top five guys are in order: D Hop, Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, either Mike Evans or OBJ. I can't disagree with that. That's a real solid list, and I don't disagree with that at all. What's up, Philly fan 2003? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Mr. Dugas, did you hear that Deshaun Jackson worked out with Jalen Hurts? Are you upset that D-Jax worked with him, or does it not bother you? I literally was just told about that. Honestly, I didn't know that. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all, yo. You know, I, the thing about the NFL, man, is that we can't really, the players can't take things personal. And I think Carson Wentz has shown over and over again that he's not going to take anything personal. I mean, and I feel like he rises up to the occasion. Like the whole talk about going into this season was, maybe they should have kept Nick Foles. He's not clutch. He doesn't stay healthy. He loses weapon after weapon after weapon. Though, yeah, Clowney dove at his head in the playoffs and he got out. But you know what? He played all 16 games, never missed a game. He won the division having to go 4-0 down the stretch, including beating a much more talented Dallas team at home. And he shut up those critics. So now people are going to say, can he play good in the playoffs? Can he stay healthy at the end of the season and play in the playoffs? And I feel like that just gives him more motivation. So I don't think Deshaun, working out with Jalen Hurts is a problem at all. I don't think it's, as long as it doesn't make my quarterback feel some type of way, I'm okay with it. Let's see. The 2019 offense, look at the results. Every time an elite offense with an okay defense go against elite defense with little to no offense. Yeah, I think, that defense was great. But I honestly think that, man, LSU would have scored on them. Like pretty much any defense, honestly, at will, in my opinion. That Saints Tampa game will be the best game of week one. LOL. Who do y'all play first week? The Eagles. Well, there Lenny D answered it for you. Got the Redskins on the road, and I am curious to see that Tampa Bay Saints game week one also. I think this year will be the year we get back to the old Saban defense. Uh, I mean, I don't know about quite that. I think they can't be as bad as they was last year. Like I'm gonna give you that. They should be better. I think just with Dylan Moses alone, they gonna be better. But man, those old Saban defenses were pretty tough, man. Um, you think about like, as great as LSU 2011 defense was, Alabama 2011 defense was amazing also. With Dre Kirkpatrick, and Mark Barron and those guys, man. That was Mosley and them, man. That was a great, defense also. Um, but yeah, I think once they give Charlie Strong the position, they'll be even better. Let's see. Redskins Chase Young, huh? Not scared of Chase Young. Me neither. I mean, he's great. He's a rookie, but I mean, I'm not scared of him neither. Apparently, the Bills are planning to move on and keep Fromm around. Yeah, I mean, Fromm is something, man. Um, you know, he's not. It's no. They're gonna let him stick around, like you said, but he's not really a threat. I think in a year or a couple of years or so, he's gonna be out of the league anyway. I mean, not to down the guy, but I'm just being honest. I think he's gonna be out of the league in a couple of years anyway. Lenny D, you gonna be scared of Thomas and Kamara? We. What's up, Corey Broster? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. I'm good, yo. What's good with you? And Sanders and Jared Cook. Okay. Cam Newton and the Patriots gonna be different. Yeah, man. That's a solid pickup for New England. That's a solid move for Cam also, yo. Because not only that's a winning organization, not only do Cam Newton obviously if he's healthy is an extreme talent at the quarterback position. I mean, he's won an MVP for crying out loud, yo. Had one of the most dominant seasons that I've ever seen. Um, but I like the fact that he's over there for his sake. I like the fact that he's in that locker room. I like the fact that he has veterans over there like Devin McCarthy, Julian Edelman. I think if Cam goes there, which I think he will, with the mindset of look, I just want to win. I want to show people that I can still play. What better place for him to do it? So yeah, it will be different, but I definitely think that he has a real chance, to really get things going, yo. UGA's offense equals OU's defense. Man, it's not. It's that bad, man. You know how bad OU defense was. I honestly felt like, man, if I would have went out there for Jambalaya Joe and played quarterback, we would have scored. Like we would have scored 3 or 4 touchdowns. That's how I felt. That's how easy it looked like they was playing NCAA football on like what? Well, I forgot what the levels were. I don't remember if it was it freshman, whatever. Like on the easiest level. He just dropped back, press circle, and Justin Jefferson would catch a touchdown. Like, I mean, that defense, man, Oakland, that's just crazy. Honestly, yo, that defense cost Lincoln Riley a head coaching job. I'm gonna be honest. I honestly think that Lincoln Riley was in position to get an NFL head coaching job. Maybe the Dallas Cowboys. But the fact that he cannot either have a coordinator or get a coordinator to get the best out of his defense, I think that is keep holding him back from becoming an NFL head coach. Young Nola stopping Mike Thomas a threat. I would have been scared if we didn't have Slade, but we got him to put the hand. I agree. Like Slade ain't no slouch, man. Like maybe he may not hold him to 0 catches, but he ain't gonna just have 12 for 250. You know what I'm saying? Will Kelly Bryant ever start a game at the patch? No, I don't think so. What's up, Sir Nando 27? Man, I hope everything. Before I even read your comment, I hope everything is okay with you, yo. We all have prayers for you. I really hope everything is going well with you, yo. What's up, Mr. Dugard? Thanks everyone for the prayers. She way better after changing hospitals. She finally awake and getting stronger. Yes, 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 man. Glory to God. Thank you so much for that update, man. I'm so happy for you and her, yo. I'm glad that I was waiting to hear from you, and I'm glad thank you so much for checking in and letting us all know that she's good, yo. Prayers to you, prayers to her, prayers to your family. Man, and like I said, thank you so much, yo. Honestly, despite what you go through, yo, like you here faithfully every week. And I thank you so, so much for that. I thank all of you, that's here with your boy week in and week out, yo. This does a lot for me too. This helps me, uplifts me, a lot also to be able to chat with y'all week in and week out, especially in circumstances whenever, I gotta change the date. Whenever I gotta move it from a Tuesday to a Monday or another day, perhaps. And y'all, you're still here rocking with your boy. So thank you so much, Sernando 27. I'm glad that everything is okay. Prayers to you. Thank you, Lord. And hey, just keep being strong, yo. You're a motivating factor for all of us, yo. Let's see. Yeah, I think the 2001 Miami secondary is the only DB crew in football history to compare to LSU 2011 secondary. It was too dominant. Imagine having Mo Claiborne, Tyron Matthew, Eric Reed, Darren. Oh, those guys were amazing. Like those guys were amazing, man. And it's crazy to think that like the year before they had Patrick Peterson. Like those guys were amazing. That secondary was amazing. But yeah, that Miami team, man, was whew, that team was dominant also. That is the only team in my lifetime that I would think would give, this year's LSU football team a scare. Like, I don't really fear those Nebraska teams like that. I kind of remember them a little bit, but I'm like, they didn't have the talent, to compete. They didn't have the D to stop this type. I know they shut down a lot of those Spurrier offenses. They shut down that Spurrier offense in Florida in what year was it? 95, 96 in that championship game. But I mean, they ain't had the talent that LSU had. That was a lot of system stuff. This team had the number one overall pick at quarterback, a first round running back, a first round wide receiver, a future top 10 wide receiver, perhaps a future late first, second round wide receiver, a tight end who should have went in the middle rounds if he didn't have a foot injury, and 3 offensive linemen that got drafted, like on offense. Like that was, man, that team was just amazing, man. That's not even counting the defense. Bama's going 15 roll tide. You might have to pump your brakes on that one, my friend. We shouldn't have signed Corey Clement back. That spot should have been for Adrian Killings. Yeah, man. I wasn't too thrilled about bringing Corey Clement back neither, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, it's crazy how he kind of fell off a little bit, man. His rookie year, the Super Bowl year, he was amazing. Like people forget, man, he was an unsung hero of that Super Bowl. He have what over 100 yards receiving. Caught a touchdown pass, was a big part of the Philly special. Broke, he just man, like he was amazing, and he looked like he was primed for a big second year, but would let me know that he wasn't. He probably his best year he probably gonna ever have his career was that rookie year. It was I think it was like what week two, Jay Ajay. Then was it week two that or week three, Jay Ajay tore his ACL the following season, and we was kind of shuffling through running backs. Do we go more with Wendell Smallwood? Do we go more with Corey Clement? Do we go more with Josh Adams? We kind of shuffling the deck on running backs, and Corey Clement kind of got his shot to really be a featured back, and he didn't succeed with that opportunity, and then he got injured. And since then, he's just been getting injured and not really producing much. So yeah, unless he's more of a special teams guy, I don't really see him, with Miles Sanders and well, I mean maybe, but I agree with you. I think one of those youngsters should get more of an opportunity than him. But maybe he's healthy, maybe he's motivated, so we'll see. Wonder when OU will get a defense. That's a good question. Like that's a extremely good question. If we keep six, I will go Rager, Goodwin, Djax, JJ Ortega, Whiteside, Alshon, and Watkins. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, that's not bad. No Ward, I see, but yeah, I think either way, I think we do go with six. Like it's too many receivers to not go with six. I will say this though, it's gonna sound surprising. I think if the it's don't be surprised if we cut Marquise Goodwin. I know we just traded for him, but I think if Deshaun is completely healthy and these rookies are looking good in training camp, and if we have a preseason, they may let go of Marquise Goodwin to risk not losing one of those rookies. Um, so if Deshaun looks like he's completely healthy and ready to roll. So I think if that happens, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we just was like, you know what, Deshaun seems healthy. Ray out there looking like he's ready to roll. These rookies looking like they're good. Maybe Ortega Whiteside looking like he probably, figuring it out a little bit. Then yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised at that. What's up, Kid Brown? Appreciate you tuning in. How are you doing, Mr. Dugas? What do you think of the Cleveland Browns trading for Jamal Adams so Cleveland can become LSU North? Man, that would be unbelievable, man. That would be completely unbelievable, yo. Man, they might as well change their colors to purple and gold if that happened. I mean, now you would have Jamal Adams and Grant Delpit at safety. You already got Beckham and Landry receiver. You already got Greedy Williams at corner. Now you got Jacob Phillips as a linebacker. I mean, that was yeah. If they traded for Jamal Adams without having, and still keep all the LSU players they currently have, yeah, they might as well change their colors to purple and gold and call themselves the Tigers. Let's see. Philip Farmer equals Pink. Yeah, Jamo. Oh man, I feel you, man. I'd rather have Jarrett Stidham at quarterback than Cam. Okay, why is that? I'm curious. I'm curious. Elaborate on that for me. Let's see. What's up, Ambo Black Ops? Appreciate you tuning in. Cowboys winning the East again. Philly will be sad again this season. You say that again like they won it last year. like, don't when you. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here like I'm an English teacher and understand exactly how you're supposed to, put sentence fragments and all this other stuff together. But whenever you say the words, we're gonna do this again, don't most people feel like okay, it's a repeat? Because if that's the case, I mean, the Redskins could be like, we're going to do it again. Even though they ain't do it since, what, 2013, 2015? The Giants could be like, we're going to win the division again. Even though they ain't do it in, like, a really long time. Um, you know, I mean, hey, the whoever, the Saints or whoever, the Lions, whoever could be like, we're gonna make the play, we're gonna win something again. So it's like you say that like I won the division last year. But lo and behold, this team is the defending NFC East champs. Just remember that. Now, granted, I know it's out there. Everybody like, oh, Dallas got this player and that player and all this other stuff. But like I tell people all the time, when has Dallas not had talent? Like in my lifetime, Dallas always had a talented team. Maybe the Dave Campo, Quincy Carter teams wasn't as talented, but they had talented teams for the most part. The only time I remember them picking really, really high was, when Romo got hurt and, they end up getting Zeke. Like, besides that, they ain't like up there in the top 5 or whatever. They normally give you a 7-9, 8-8, 9-7 type season. So, what, you got CeeDee Lamb? Okay, good, nice young receiver, but he's a rookie, so we'll see. You got older D tackles, but Poe and McCoy. You know what? You got a rookie corner that you expect me to think gonna be better than Byron Jones. You got a rookie center that we expect gonna be better than Travis Frederick was. You know, Zeke is a year older with a little more wear and tear on his body. Dak, is what he is, in my opinion. You know, Cooper got $100 million now. Lawrence full of money. I mean, why should I be afraid of them? Like, I'm just wondering. Stopping Cowboys not winning nothing. Exactly. Bama and OSU scheduled a home and home in 2027 and 2028. I'm willing to bet they will cancel it like they did with UGA. Ohio State canceled a home and home with UGA? I was not aware of that. I'll tell you what, if both teams are still like they are today, then that's going to be a very, very interesting and fun home and home. Nick Saban most likely won't be coaching Bama in 2027 or 2028. So honestly, I don't know if it's fitting to be a good game to watch, depending on how Ohio State is. Yeah, true, good point. I agree. I don't think Saban gonna be around that long. But we'll see. Like I said, if that was going on this year, that would be like just amazing. That would be blockbuster TV. What's up, Luke Jones? I appreciate you tuning in. I'm surprised Alabama's scheduled to play somebody 10 years from now. Yeah, man. I'm gonna ask you this, man. I'm gonna ask my Bama friends this, man. I've had this argument with a couple of Bama fans that I know personally, like at work and stuff. What's the deal with them scheduling home and homes, man? Like, when I look back on recent history, the only real home and home I remember Bama having with a decent program was it 2010 and 2011 with Penn State. And that Penn State team was not all that. I don't recall them playing many home and homes, man. Now I've seen them neutral site games in the South, where that's most likely going to be a Bama home game. The Michigan game in Dallas, the USC game in Dallas. Though they got another USC game this year, Louisville in Florida. Florida State in Atlanta. That's like the closest thing to like, even as far as fan bases. So that's the one thing I'm wondering. Because, my Bama coworkers and stuff would tell me that people scared to schedule Bama. But my response is this. I'd rather much play Bama in a home and home than play them at a neutral site. Because at a neutral site, most likely it's a Bama home game anyway. And you don't get them in your own building. I'd rather go take that ride to Tuscaloosa one year, probably get the snot beat out of me. But to know that the following year or the year before, they're going to be in my arena, they're going to be in my stadium, knowing that the game, especially if you're a good program, the game is going to be hyped beyond measure. Game day might be there. Think about the money the university is going to make by just the people coming to that game and spending money and buying things. The excitement of Alabama coming to town, especially with a team that's not in the SEC. Because, LSU, we get excited whenever we get Bama at Death Valley. So I could imagine a team that never gets them at home, especially in this era, to be excited. So is that I'm just curious, from I want to hear because I got my own thoughts on that, but I want to hear y'all opinion. What's the reason that Bama doesn't have more, home and home with like this one with Ohio State? Why isn't there any more of those? Because LSU got a lot of them. Like LSU did a home and home with West Virginia. LSU did a home and home with Washington. LSU did. Now I know it was spread out over a few years. LSU did a home and home with Virginia Tech. LSU did a home and home with we got a home and home with Clemson in a few years. We got a home and home with UCLA coming up soon. We in the middle of a home and home with Texas. So I'm just curious to why, I don't see many home and homes with Alabama. I'm just curious. Let's see. All right, let me try to get to people I didn't get to yet. Well, hold on. Let me answer this one. My gut feeling is that there will be no college football, so it'll be like 30 to 50% fans in the stadium, if that. Man, I hope you're wrong. Like, I really hope you're wrong, man. I really hope you're wrong, yo. Let me get to people I didn't get to. What's up, Kevin Lopez? Appreciate you tuning in. What do you think about Cam Newton to the Patriots? I think it's a great move for both sides. I think Cam Newton is a guy that could enhance that offense with his playmaking ability because they don't have a great set of skill players. Other than really James White and Julian Edelman, who is getting a little older and a little banged up. So Cam could extend plays if he's healthy. So I mean, I know we hear a lot about they trust Stidham and all this. Cam is an upgrade from Stidham. I'm sorry. Like, this is the same Jarrett Stidham I seen LSU go 2-0 against. Like, I'm sorry. I just feel like that's a better move. But I think it's a good move for them, and it puts them right back in the thick of things for the AFC East. What's up, Denver Broncos Nation? Appreciate you tuning in. Alshon Jeffrey can be a good receiver. He could be an okay one. Like, he is a big body. He is solid at tracking the ball and using his size to shield off defenders. But I mean, at this point, man, he honestly kind of falling apart. Like right now, he's kind of like an outside tight end now. Like he can't run no more, and he just got to use his body to body up people and catch passes. So he's kind of now more of like a tight end playing wide receiver. Let me get to people I didn't get to. Sorry, y'all. What's up, Carolina Cowboys 74? Appreciate you tuning in. Can your QB stay healthy? Yeah, if last I recall, he was out there week 16 when he beat your QB for the division. Last I checked. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Dang. All right, let me try to. Let me try to get to some people. I just got my refund for the UGA game. It was a stupid decision to even buy them during this mess. UGA's offense last year was just that bad. Yeah, I agree. Their offense wasn't good last year. Man, I mean, I understand you getting your refund. I don't think it was a bad decision, man. To be honest with you, I've kind of been having my eyeballs on that LSU Alabama ticket when they come to Death Valley. They're not as high as they would normally be. Like I'm gonna say that. They're actually affordable now. But it's like you say, man, you don't want to go buy this and then they'd be like, oh, it ain't gonna happen, and then you gotta wait on your refund back and all this other stuff. But I'm struggling with that. I'm still going back and forth, do I grab these tickets now while they affordable? Or do I just not mess with them because we know that there's no certainty that this game will even take place? So don't feel bad. I'm actually going back and forth myself with that decision also. Let's see. I'm gonna lose my mind if Notre Dame Clemson game is primetime over Bama LSU. It would suck, but honestly, it's a chance it could happen. Like it's a real chance it could happen. Real unfortunately, yo. That Penn State versus Ohio State game will be amazing this year. They got a pretty little solid Big Ten rivalry. That's always pretty fun game to watch whenever I get to catch it. And I wouldn't cut good one. I would make the good decisions for the team and not the favorite decision. Yeah, I feel you, and I know that's not a popular decision. With me, and I'm just thinking outside the box. I just feel like if Deshaun is healthy, and if they really like like say we have a preseason, a training camp preseason, everything is normal. And obviously, like we all agree, Alshon is going to be there. Deshaun is going to be there. JJ Arthega-Whiteside is going to be there. Jalen Reagor is going to be there. So now it's a battle of Quez Watkins and Hightower and Greg Ward. What if like all three of those guys play really really well in the preseason and just really do their thing? Well, we know if we cut them, unless we give them some type of bogus, say they got a bogus injury and redshirt them on IR, unless we do that. If we let them not make the active roster, it's a great chance they could get picked up by another team. So the reason I say that is because I think if say they like Ward, Hightower, and Quez Watkins, and they don't want to take the chance putting one of them on the practice squad because they may get picked up by somebody's active roster. Then I think if they do got to make a decision to move on from one of the veteran guys, I think Marquise Goodman would be the guy out the door. Just my opinion, but hey, whoever could go out there and produce, I'm all with it. Like I don't care who it is. Let's see. I'm surprised Eagles didn't get Jerry Judy. I mean, he was a little too high for us, man. The only top receiver we realistically had a real chance at getting was CD Lamb. If we would have traded with Atlanta and give him our second round pick to go ahead of Dallas. But I think y'all took Judy. I think what it was at 15 or 14 or something. So I don't think we really had a real shot at getting him. Can your QB win big games? Fly Eagles fly. Thank you. Exactly. They sit here, run their mouth, and they don't win anything. As far as Heisman predictions, I'm going to pick Fields right now. He was very impressive and only will get better. That's a good pick. Especially with them getting that big time receiver Fleming coming in. Um, obviously, a lot of people gonna feel like Trevor Sunshine Lawrence should be up there. A lot of people gonna like ETN, but Fields is a good solid pick. I like that pick for the Heisman. I would love to know why Cowboys fans think Dak is worth 38 million a year. I'm struggling with the same thing, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't like home and homes unless they're good teams. Yeah, I mean, I just want, like I said, as an LSU fan, and I see us going to Texas on the road and West Virginia on the road, and soon we got to go to Clemson and all this other stuff. I just would like to see Alabama go on the road and play a really good team. That's all I'm. That's not in the SEC. That's all I'm saying. I'm ready for week one, so my guy Wentz can ball out. Oh man, bro, I just cannot wait, man. People don't understand, man. Wentz has a plethora of weapons this year. If we could just stay healthy. Now, right guard is a little bit of a concern. Left tackle is a little bit of a concern simply because Andre Dillard isn't as experienced. But I mean, I am ready myself. I can't wait neither. But all right, y'all, man. I gotta go, man. Sorry if I didn't get a chance to get to your question. Leave your question, your comment, anything you gotta say in this video once it posts, or you could if you follow me on social media, hit your boy with a DM, man, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. May not be right then and there, but I try to get to you, as soon as I can. And if you need that information, just check on one of my previous videos, and I'll have it in that description box. But thank y'all so much, yo, for tuning in with your boy for another weekly Q&A edition, especially considering the fact that, I literally just found out, I got daddy duties tomorrow, so I was kind of late. It didn't take till this morning for me to let y'all know it was going to be tonight instead of tomorrow. And a lot of y'all still made it here anyway on such short notice, and I'm so thankful for that, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that. I appreciate the love and the support from each and every one of you. But all right, y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. I've been a little under the weather, so I ain't been putting out as many videos as I would like. I promise to do better with that going forward this week and all that, especially with sports getting closer. So stay tuned for the videos throughout the week. And see y'all next week, man. I'll let y'all know if it'll be on Monday or Tuesday. But until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Take care of your loved ones. See y'all next week, Lord willing. Have a nice one.